works out good.
All right, it is gorgeous outside the Channel 4 studios right now, and this weather gives us the perfect opportunity to take a little walk around the outside of the house and look for anything you might need to spend a little time and effort on. Well, James Anderson is here. He's from Approved Home Improvements, and he's going to walk you through the process of doing your own quick inspection from the ground of your masonry chimney. And it's always good to see you, James. Thanks for coming in today. Man, you guys love working in this weather, huh?
Yeah, as you can tell, every day gets a little nicer, and we're hoping that trend continues.
So we've got some tips for people. What's tip number one?
Tip number one, for one, we want everybody to do their inspection from the ground and don't get up on your roof of your chimney, because that's very dangerous, and we don't want you to get hurt. So the easiest thing to do is look up on your chimney, and if it does not have a cover on it to keep the rain and the animals out, you need to give us a call, because that's the first thing that can stop a lot of damage from happening.
So this is that dome that goes over the top of the chimney
It can be black, silver, but you should be able to see a cover up there that keeps out the weather.
So that's the cover, but what's the crown?
The crown is the concrete, so that's
tip number two.
That's tip number two, is the crown is where most of your water gets into your chimney. You cannot see that yourself from the ground. But a good tip I can give the consumer is, if it looks dark or black, that's usually a sign it's staying wet and you have mold.
You said you can't even see it from the ground, but even if you could, I think most people wouldn't know the damage when they see it.
Not from the ground.
Yeah, and that goes for the mortar in between as well.
Yeah,
right?
So I have people all the time and go, I can see something from the ground, it's a 2-story chimney. Well, if you're seeing it from the ground and it's 2 stories up, it's a lot worse when you get up there and look at it.
Yeah. Now, if you have an older home, a lot of them, that chimney starts at ground level and goes all the way up as brick on the side of the house. They don't do that as much anymore, unless you got a pretty nice house. But most of us don't have the budget for that. But if you've got all that brick going up, a lot of that is exposed to the weather all the time, right?
100% of it is. So like you said, a lot of us don't have the budget for that. Masonry chimneys are a very expensive option on a home. That's why you don't see them as much. If you have one, that's why it's so important to catch things early and keep them repaired. But you have a soffit and a roof on your house, your chimney has neither. It's exposed to all the elements. It's important to catch it in the very beginning. And like I said, a simple cover is a very good start.
And you don't know what to look for more often than not when you're looking at it. That's why you need the experts to tell you what problems you may or may not have.
I can tell you 99% of the chimneys that we work on, if they look at their house and they look under their soffit the first 2 feet and they look at the chimney, it will not look the same. It will look dirtier, and it's not dirty from use. It's dirty because it's taking moisture.
And it may not mean that you need tuck pointing per se. You may just need to get it sealed up a little bit.
You clean and seal it, preserves it, and you can save yourself a whole lot of expense.
Well, James is offering 25% off all masonry work that is completed this month. And we're right at the beginning of the month, so we got a long way to go here. To get in on the deal, call Approved Home Improvements. The number, you need to write this down, 314-780-6080. 314-780-6080. Tell your friends, tell your grandparents, tell people you don't even know. Just stand outside the grocery store and tell people.
Well, it's nice enough you can do that.
Everybody needs to get in on this. Mention Great Day or visit ahillcstl.com. Got that?
We do, Kent.
It's a good way to make friends.
Yeah.
Just strike up a conversation about masonry work.
so.
And why not? Kent, thank you. Kent and James are coming to us